Hey guys, I just wanted to do a follow-up video to the interview that I did with Tiffany on challenges. I thought there was a lot of really good nuggets in there, and I liked the idea of someone asking me questions so I know exactly what to talk about. But I just wanted to give you a few more extra tips on running a Facebook challenge and how I feel it will work best for you in addition to the first part of the training. What I've noticed is, there's a couple different things going on here. I think that, people want to do a challenge right away because it's kind of like the buzz thing to do. It's, what everybody's doing. They're growing their list, they're getting clients and things like that. But I think that also there's two different sides. So either you're new and you don't have necessarily a following, you don't have people that are ready to jump on your challenge, so you end up with crickets, or you really blow it out of the water and you already have a tribe, you have people involved, engaged, and people that want to be a part of it. So if you are in the first category, what I want you to do is you want to use your challenges as a list builder. So essentially, you're not going to be selling anything at the end because people don't know you yet, so they don't trust you. And doing the challenges, I feel, only works when you've already created that rapport with people. So there are a couple things that you can do to skyrocket this. So obviously, just organically might take a little bit longer, but if you're in that first category, I would suggest doing Facebook ads to your challenge so that you can bring more people in. New people, people that aren't already on your list, people that aren't already on your tribe, and that you can actually build your list to targeted people using the challenge. But then, by not necessarily promoting anything at the end, you're actually building trust because people automatically assume that you're going to promote something at the end of the challenge. So if you don't, and you just maybe offer a free call just to get people on the phone or reward them in some other type of way, you're going to build trust with them. So that's what I would do if I was in the first category where you don't necessarily have a following yet. If you do have a following and you do have a business that is thriving, that, maybe you're just ready to go to the next level, then I would use the challenges to really just engage with your current tribe. And also at that point, I feel like it's okay for you to sell something at the end of the challenge. So I just don't want you guys to think that the only purpose of a challenge is for launch purposes or to promote something at the end, because it totally doesn't have to be that way. I mean, I've done, I'm going to say about close to 15 challenges since February of 2014. And, probably only about less than half of them actually sold something on. And the rest, it was just really just giving to my audience, giving value, interacting with them, getting to know them. And that worked really well so that, as I was building my tribe, I was building that trust. And so then when it came time for me to actually sell something, it was a little bit different. The transition was easier because they already knew me. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about using a challenge to grow your list, grow your tribe, or just sell something at the end. Just think about where you are now. I don't want you to, just think that, you can throw together a challenge and, it's just automatically going to work. There's going to be, process behind it. So that brings me to my next point, which is what I was talking about on the interview, which is to make sure that it's results oriented. So I know a lot of people want to do, like gratitude challenges and, find your joy and things like that, but just make sure that at the end, like, they actually get something. So it's totally fine for you to do that as long as they get something at the end. As long as by the end of it, then maybe, they'll have more abundance in their lives because they are doing a gratitude every day. So that can be a tangible result. But just make sure that whatever it is A, has a tangible result, B, is in alignment with what you do, and that it literally, is an easy transition for them to go from doing your challenge to working with you, and it's not something completely off. Just really, my next piece of advice is you don't have to do a challenge. So just like I tell my clients, you don't have to do a webinar if you don't want to do a webinar. You don't have to do a challenge if it's not working for you, or if you're just not feeling it, or if you can't come up with anything clever. Don't just think that you have to do it because everybody else is doing it, all right? Because that's not going to work. Do it because you're excited about it, because you are going to have fun with it because your people are going to get value out of it, and then they're going to feel that energy and they're going to want even more. So those are my quick tips for challenges. If you guys have any more questions, I would love for you to just post them in the group or post them in the comments below this video so that I can answer your specific questions around challenges. Now, between the tips that I just gave and the previous training, I feel that there is a lot of info on there in exactly how to run a challenge properly. Also, if you go into the masterclass of GGG, you will find an actual downloadable PDF that I created on exactly step-by-step how to create a challenge. So take a look at all this material, absorb it, decide if doing a challenge is right for you and your business, and if it is, and you have some questions, definitely tag me. Ask away, ask anything. I'm like a pro at this, so I can tell you like the back of my hand exactly what to do, what works, and what doesn't work. So I will see you guys in the next training video. Love you all.